Just gonna make sure it's good stream. All right, so you guys can hear me, right? And see the trading view. Kaneto? All right. Just making sure. All right. I'm just gonna make sure. Okay. All right. So today we had a fucking good trade, bro. Guys, we had a really fucking good trade today. It was simple, bro. I can't believe this order flow indicator we made. It is insane. Now, when I say insane, I don't mean like it's a magical indicator. It just makes you not fight the order flow. Like, imagine, like, we're bearish, okay? If the order flow is bearish, just don't look for longs. Just don't look for longs. Any pump will get sold back right down, and that made me hold a fucking 100-point trade. We literally shorted the high, like literally the top of today. It was literally 699, I think, or 698. 698. And that was, look, right now we're at 500 ticks. I've fully closed my position. First, I closed my last contract at our level. So I think if I do this, here you can see, that was our trade. That was our trade. And look at that, it was smooth trailing down. It is so powerful, it's so beautiful, guys. I'll re-talk about today's trade because it's very important, and it makes it, it's one of these conditions where you will have it come at you and you will be able to know what to do, all right? So I have this one more target right here, 545, which we may or may not come back to it. As you saw, we had blue lines here. I was telling pigeons we'll come back to this level and then pump, or we can come back to this level, pump a little bit, come back down, touch this level, and fully displace back up. All potential opportunities. But this is incredible, guys. This is fucking incredible. So just need a second to smoke my shisha. So we always start with our daily time frame, right? We start with the highest time frame, and we go step by step in a drop like mechanism all the way to the lowest time frame. Okay, never the other way around. All right. So monthly. Well, nothing can be changed from yesterday to today, but still, it is your sole job to do this, right? Now the indicator does everything for you, and we also I added alerts to it today. That's why I didn't release it yesterday, as promised, because I added alerts. As you can see, now we have alerts on bullish IRL, on like reacting, bearish, bullish IRL failing, and bearish failing, right? So when I say reacting, I don't mean just touching the FEG and then, oh, we just got filled in. No, it has to react from it. Is it reacting or is it failing? It will wait for that and then it will tell you. It has a lot of stuff going into this indicator, guys. It is incredibly important new stuff to the market. So the monthly, as you can see, all it did was pretty much nothing, right? Nothing changing there. There's no order flow right there. We have this low, we have that high, and we got no we got this low, and we got that high, and we have multiple FEGs, but they're very far away, right? They're very far away. We're on a monthly. Now the weekly is still like yesterday. It is, I think we told you that if this candle didn't go all the way up here, we would probably form an FEG with a swing high and swing low, and we probably call it a bearish FEG, and the week will be bearishly, the order flow would be bearishly, the order flow will be bearish, all right? But since this candle went all the way and touched the previous candle up, the high point, there's no possibility that this week we will form a bearish FEG, right? Nor a bullish FEG. So what we can say is that the weekly is, again, very useless to us. There's no order flow determining the weekly, and the monthly is just straight line up, very far away from everything we're talking about. So the daily, we have to check the daily. Daily, yesterday's, swing high, swing low, and the only FEG in between was this one. The order flow is still bearish on the daily, right? We can see that we have daily BAG, which stands for breakaway gap. It's a very specific type of FEG. It's one of the strongest. It means it's like a breakaway, as the name implies. The price does not have to come back and touch. It doesn't have to fill it. If there's an imbalance, it doesn't need to rebalance it until the objective is met, right? So as you can see, as soon as we formed this FEG, we never came back to it until the levels, a major point of liquidity has been met, a major target, this one or this one. Now it can come back to it, can touch it and then reject. You can play it, you can trade towards it. It's going to be now a magnet to bring the price back up to fill it. It has to now be filled, right? Now it has to be filled and like resume its normal FEG capabilities and remove this whole breakaway ideology from that FEG itself, right? So now, anyway, as you can see, we have that swing low and we do not form a swing high yet. Yesterday we were talking about we have a swing high, but we need to wait at least till Wednesday or Thursday to see if we form a swing low. Sorry, a swing high. Because if we do, we would have a swing low. We'd obviously have a swing low and a swing high, and then probably an FEG. And that will turn that the daily will finally become a bullish order flow, right? And the monthly is bullish, so it will start to like line up like dominoes, right? And of course, the drawn would be that daily breakaway gap. We can be going towards it. But right now, this is all speculation. We have to wait until today to see if we form an FEG with a swing low, swing high or not, right? So, but it's looking promising. It's looking like the order flow on the daily is actually switching bullish from bearish. But we cannot tell that until the end of the day, right? Because this can dump all the way down and completely abolish whatever thing we have in mind, right? So, continuing on, 4 hour. The 4 hour, we can see our daily breakaway gap. We have the 4 hour right there. You can see that completely, guys. You don't have to check anything on the past chart. You don't look. It looks messy. I don't know how to interpret this stuff. I can tell you a million different PD areas, but you don't need this, guys. It is just imagine it does not exist. Your whole point is from this swing high to this swing low. Okay, I'll even extend it like this. Nothing there, guys. All you need to see is this swing high to this swing low. Okay, that's your job. You have to see, do we have a swing high? Yes. Do we have a swing low? Yes. Do we have an FEG in between? Yes. We have a 4 hour fair value gap. Now the order flow on the 4 hour is bearish, guys. The order flow is bearish. I would not look to take a short. That daily is bearish. The 4 hour is bearish. The only thing that's bullish right now is the monthly, right? The weekly is like, okay, I'm standing back. I'm not interfering with you guys. All right. So continuing on, we remove this. Now go back to the hourly. The hourly is what? The hourly is we have a swing high, we have a swing low, but we have no FEG. So there's no order flow right now. Yes, we have a 4 hour FEG. Yes, we have got an hourly FEG here, which is not printed. See how it's not printed? It's not drawn by the indicator because it's useless to it. It does not matter to us, right? There's another FEG here, there's another FEG here. It does not matter to us. What matters is this high to this low and then FEG in between. Is there? No. That means at this point of time, if you try to trade, you're going to have an orderless or flowless trade. Here where you start to see consolidations, here where you start to see price start to go very dead. And if you look, if we jump onto the 3 minute and if we go into our normal colored thing, you would see that the price since market open pretty much all it is nothing. It was nice single direction down. Now it's dead, right? Now, if you check on the hourly, you would see that, oh, we got a bullish FEG. We got an order block. Now we should go long. And then you go on that long and you just keep getting stopped out. It pumps a little bit, wicks down, come back down. You're like, dude, but I'm in an hourly FEG. I should be pumping, right? It's not, guys. I'm just telling you one of the secrets of the market, okay? We proved it 2 days in a row. We proved it with huge trades. Like 2 micros is even able to get you like about $500. Today we took 4 micros. I was able to get about 800. Yesterday we made 1K with how many micros? I think about 4 micros, and it went much double or triple our TP, right? We're just content because you have the power, right? Now you have in control. You don't need the market to go somewhere to get you TP. You have huge TPs and you just need a partial of that. It just makes you feel stronger. So anyway, going back to our white based chart. All right. So you can see there's no order flow on the hourly, right? So the hourly is order flowless, and on the daily, on the weekly, there's no flow there. There's no order flow on the weekly and on the hourly. On the 4-hour and daily, it's bearish. All right. So that means that the higher time frames are still bearish, and there's nothing to accommodate or like to compensate or like to oppose them. Right. Now we drop it to the 15-minute, and that will probably be the last chance or the last order flow we look at, and we can see that we have swing high, swing low, and no FVG in between. So even the lower time frames are order flowless, and when you see there's no order flow, what does the word order flow mean? It means there's a flow of orders going from one place to another place. If there's no flow, it's just going to be consolidating, right? You'll get that initial pop, you get that initial essentially that pump like this wick here, which makes everybody go long, or that dump here makes everybody go short. But essentially we came back into the range and formed dodges, right? So until we get that order flow, it is not wise to be taking a trade, right? We took our trade. Now it's just time to chill. So while chilling, I want to go over today's trade to show you guys the difference and how we were able to just smack one trade. Just one trade. I didn't even need to add to my position because I had such a good entry. I didn't need to add to my position or like hope for like add more contracts to get more money because the TP was so far away and it was excellent. I think we risked about $300, 250, 270 bucks to making essentially 100 points with 4 micros, which is about 800. So that's a lot. Okay, so let's go ahead. And you guys will get to see this indicator on its own. Of course, you guys combine it with our sweep strategy indicators. You'll see that, for example, with the sweep here, New York MSAT previous session low, we're at 9:30 open, we got this end dog and this first presentation, and we swept London low, and we are now we're just waiting for order flow, right? So if I take a trade here on this chart, you're gonna see it's just consolidating, right? Because the order flow is not ready yet. It's kind of like a macro. This pump, I'm not worried about this pump. Why? Because I'm waiting for an order flow. Now you might say an hourly order flow means an hourly FVG. Dude, we waited for that here. It took literally like 30 minutes to form that FVG, which I'm gonna talk about in a minute. We entered. It took like 2 minutes to get us in a trade, and from there it was smooth trail. This is where we entered, guys. This is where we entered right there. This on this FVG right there. We only had 4 points of drawdown, and then we had almost 150 points of single direction, which can continue. But don't ever think that it's gonna take you a lot of time. All right. When we walk on the day, you'll get alerted. But once you're on the day, you will see that when I jumped on the chart, this was already being formed. Right now, it's done. This here will tell you, okay, this is the day where you open the market open, you claim to trade, and you're late to the game. There's nothing to do right now. So just wait until it does it for you. And it's not just a single time frame. You can be looking for any time frame, weekly, monthly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, any time frame that has an order flow that is hand in hand with the high time frame. You can smack a trade. So you have like multiple opportunities, right? Right now the weekly is out of the table, the daily is out of the table, the monthly is out of the table. 4 hour is of course right there. It's still very bearish, and and this 4 hour, which will close in 12 minutes. In 12 minutes, once we close in, look, right now, even at this moment of time, in 12 minutes, if this 4 hour closes, we're gonna form this 4 hour bearish FVG anyway, guys. And then we can base a trade on that. We'll wait for the price to come back to it. And most of the time, when a 4 hour candle opens, it manipulates. It opens, manipulates, then distributes down, right? So as this manipulates, it's gonna probably come back to this 4 hour. We can either put a small position on like a turtle soup right at the touch of it, or we can drop to like 3 minute, 5 minute, and wait for a 5 minute or a 3 minute narrative FVG. And when I say NFVG, if you guys saw today's morning video I uploaded on YouTube, which is about 10 minutes, I talk about FVG and I'll talk about NFVG, right? So FVG is any FVG, and NFVG is narrative FVG. Okay, this is completely my own. I coined this term. I said it doesn't talk about it, but narrative FVG. What this means is multiple NFVGs. Here's an FVG. Here's an FVG, but they don't have a job, right? They just need to be rebalanced. But narrative FVG is an FVG. It's an imbalance. It's an insufficiency that will take us to. That will narrate the way towards a low or high. So if we want to go to this low, there has to be something, an FEG, that should take us there. And this could be this one. One of these two are the determinants, are that determine the narrative or the context or like the how of how we get there, right? These FEGs don't make us go to this low, right? But these, if they are the ones that narrate if we want to go here or if we don't want to go there, all right? So keep that in mind. So just 10 minutes. Now we can just wait and see if we can wait for it in 10 minutes, right? We got another 4 hour here. And yeah, so that's good, guys. We didn't have to wait much, see? It sounds like 4 hour, 1 hour, such big time frames, guys. I'm looking at the hourly. We got 10 minutes here. We got the 4 hour. We got 10 minutes there. We already have overflow showing us on the daily and the 4 hour that it's bearish. So we just can go on the lower time frame. I don't know. You can even go on the 1 minute. Find yourself like a breaker block, high, higher high, lower low, and enter at any retracement. For example, at this change of delivery here, or at this FEG, or any retracement, OTA retracement, because you got levels here too as well, like a fast presentations, and you got, I don't know, probably NWOGs. We got NWOGs and NDOGs below us, right? We got NDOGs below us, right? And you can resume that, right? Because the order flow is bearish. I'm seeing New York AIM premium session low. It printed a chosh on the 1 minute. Of course, not really valid. But let's say on the 3 minute. On the 3 minute, it formed a 3 minute valid like sweep strategy, but it failed. Why did it fail? Because the order flow is bearish. Why would I take a long? If I do, it's going to be so tight risk. And I'm going to know, like, I'm going to be wrong probably 90% on this trade. Okay? So that just helps filter out a lot of trade. It's not just like it helps it helps with the false positives or like with the fake breakouts, fake trades. It tells you, it narrates to you where the market is gonna do. And if you see that, like here, like when we guys came on the market, like on the stream, the start of the stream, we saw that we missed the whole move, right? We personally, if you guys check the stream, you would have took the trade with me, because it was shared, we did it together. But let's say you didn't, and you came at this market open, you're gonna be like, oh, I missed this whole move, right? Well, if you check the order flow, if it's still bearish, who gives a shit? You can get yourself in line. Doesn't mean just form in a trade. Find any kind of entry position you're interesting. You want to short this FEG right there? You can put an entry here and make it take a stop loss like here or there, which you can afford in case you're wrong. In case you're right, you're capitulating on such a big move that can continue until the order flow is flipped bullish, right? So we can see here that we have a small dashboard, 15 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour daily and weekly. It did not print anything, right? It will tell us if they're printed. It will tell us if they're reacting. It will tell us if they're alert. It will alert us. It will tell us if they're failing, right? So in 10 minutes, we're probably going to form a 4 hour FEG, right? I personally don't think we might come back to it, but if we do, before taking the target, and it will tell you the target. So let's say this candle closes, it will tell you that this is swing high, this is the swing low, and it will probably give you the external range liquidity is this target. So you can wait for a retracement here, to this FEG, take the short and come back down, right? The hourly, let's go talk about today's trade. So it was around here. Gonna go ahead and turn everything off because it was a really important trade. So here you can see, guys, we had a 4 hour bullish FEG, right? We had a 4 hour, look, bullish IRL reacting, look, telling you reacting. You should be taking a long, right? Here's where you take a trade. You're looking for long. After a really long day, I don't know, I don't think you guys would be taking long. But while seeing this whole drop fall down, you can start a small position and you can start a small position or wait for a 3 minute, 5 minute, for example, 3 minute FEG. Again, not any FEG, N FEG, narrative N FEG. So what that means is swing high, swing low, and an FEG. All right. So I'll write this again. N FEG is swing high plus FEG plus swing low. Okay. This is a NFEG. So you would see that there's swing high here, there's swing low here, any FEG in here. I mean, sorry, you have to wait for a bullish one. For example, here, swing low or swing low, swing high, and FEG in between. That would be your narrative FEG, okay, if you're bullish. But right now it's drawing towards that 4 hour. It's normal drawing towards the 4 hour. But that's what the NFEG is, right? You do it for that and take a trade. Or you can be like me and just smack, and most of the time that's what I do. I smack a small position at the touch of this 4 hour, and I have a stop loss about $200, and I'll try to target the external, and I'll take partials on the way up, right? So this is my main target. This would be my trade. Of course, that's not what he did. This would be the trade. Something like, I don't know, you can put it at, I'll tell you guys how to put your stop loss, by the way. But that would be it, right? But that's not, we did not take a long today. We took a short. Why? So while I was checking this, we saw that we have a 4 hour, we're approaching it. I was looking to long it, but then I said to myself, this candle is very bearish. Plus, if we wait a little bit, sorry, when I woke up, it was, I think, like this. If we wait a bit, whoa, okay, no, that was definitely wrong. If we wait, we might form an hourly FEG, bearish. And since the daily is bearish, right, the weekly has no order flow. The weekly has no order flow. The monthly is bullish, but it's no way near any FEG to retrace or to be magnetized towards. The daily is bearish. The daily is still bearish with the daily FEG right there, you guys can see. And the 4 hour is the only thing that's bullish, right? So it's gonna be like asking yourself, it's the only thing that's bullish is that 4 hour. The 1 hour is about to form a what? Did it put me back to 0? Yeah, so the only thing bullish is the 4 hour, right? There's a 4 hour FEG, order flow, bullish order flow on the 4 hour, but the daily, weekly, weekly, and 50-minute, and the hourly, and the 5-minute, they were all bearish. Look, if you have a look, everything except the 4 hour, there's either no order flow or bearish, except the 4 hours. So I was expecting it to be broken, right? And I also wrote that in the chat, so it was not hints that or just like took a trade, it failed. I wrote that in the chat. You guys can go ahead and check. I said to myself, while here, there was about 20 minutes until that 1 hour closes. And then we formed, god damn, why does it keep doing that? And then it formed, oh, that's because I was in a 4 hour. And then it formed a hourly FEG, right? So that here, we're going like this. It was like this. It was coming towards that 4 hour. See, big dump. This candle closed. And the next candle, it formed us an FEG, right? Now, it did not draw for us an hourly FEG, right? It's a narrative FEG. Why? Because we coded this indicator so in a way that it doesn't overlap for you. It doesn't clutter your chart. If there's a 4 hour, it will always prioritize the higher time frame. If there's an hourly FEG, 2 hour FEG, 3 hour FEG, 4 hour FEG, 10 hour FEG, it will prioritize that 10 hour FEG if they're in the same vicinity, right? So let's say I take away the 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 day. Let's say I remove the 4 hour, right? You will see that 4 hours gone and that 1 hour is going to be pushed. Okay? So you can see, right? Here you go. 1 second. There you go. You see? So the 4 hours gone and the 1 hour is printed. That line here represents multiple lows that on multiple different time frames, they have the same low. So this low is very important. That's another extra feature we added to the indicator. So about 3 or 4 time frames have the same exact low, right? So this is a very important low. Breaking it is very important, like a real market structure shift, okay? But that's a different context. That's a different lesson for a different day. I don't like trading this. I don't talk about it. But if you like change it, Chosh, and like trading MSS, this could be very good on the 5 minute. Anyway, here, resuming. So this is 1 hour FEG, right? Here I said to you guys, if I do it like this, we take a short exactly. Once this candle closes, we're going to form an hourly FEG. And at the same time, we're going to probably invest that 4 hour, right? And it's going to be out of that whole order flow. It's no longer going to be in the order flow. You see, it's no longer drawing that 4 hour. Because now this is the algorithm is going to be prioritizing this hourly FEG over that 4 hour. Yes, even though the high time frame, it's too pushed back, it's too old, and the fresh 1 hour gap is in the current order flow. So the algorithm is going to be prioritizing this, and then it can reference that 4 hour back, maybe on a different day for an inversion or something. So I said to you guys, put a limit order here, stop loss. Always, when you put a short, stop loss goes above the swing high. So we have a swing high, swing low, and an FEG. If you're shorting, it goes above the order flow leg. So this is the swing high, which costs us about $284. I said to myself, I only want to risk 200, so you can move it down to the body of the wick. If it's too much for you, you can. 284 is really, it's 208 bucks is really not much problem. I see people trading like with full MLL, full maximum loss limit on a single trade, right? But here you can put it at the body of the wick. So if this is the wick high, you can put it at the body, right? If you're longing, if this is the if you're longing here and you stop loss at the order flow leg or the order flow leg here, low here, you can put it at the body, right? To decrease your stop loss. It's still very good stop loss, depending on what you like. But this is how we pointed it out in the trade on the Discord, and now I'm targeting. So we got filled right away got filled, and I wanted to hold, right? What can I hold to? I see this low here, but I see, what did the indicator indicate for us? The indicator said that we got external range liquidity here on this low. This is a swing low. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is a swing low. So I'm going to target that, but I'm going to hold runners. The whole point of this order flow is to hold runners. So this is the first partial. We took a first partial for about 200 bucks. And then my next TP was this FVG here. It's not really an important FVG. It's not a narrative FVG, but it's still a place to take partials. I took another partial here, and then I took a midpoint, another partial at the midpoint of that FVG right here. And I saw that we have potentially on the 4 hour, we had a huge wick, a really huge wick on the 4 hour. So the midpoint of that too. And that's where that purple box came from. If you guys check the chat, that's where the purple box came from. There. So that was pretty much the midpoint here. This is where I wanted. I didn't want to go further than this. I think it can come back to this area. Maybe it already did. But I either can go for that low here or any of these levels. I'm always going to take the closest one. I took the closest one on the 1 hour. That level here. I took a partial here. Another partial here. Another partial here. And I held, sorry, partial here, partial on here, and final partial, which was the maximum position size for out of the 4 micros here. I exited here. All right, 583. And you guys can see that it just played out very, very good with almost zero drawdown. Also, to confirm your order flow, while we're in a trade, what do you guys see here? I'm going to turn the 4 hour on. We have that's the original FVG we were talking about. Because on the 4 hour, it's still the same fractal. We did not form an FVG yet, but once we do, well, pretty much that's the last of this thing. We formed this bearish 4 hour FVG, which we're playing in real time. I don't know, I stuck at replay, but this FVG 4 hour. So we have a 1 hour bearish FVG, we got 4 hour bearish FVG, we got a daily bearish FVG, but forget the bearishness. I'm talking about order flow. The daily's bearish order flow, the 4 hours bearish order flow, and the hourly bearish order flow, which made me hold the trade. And I was not met with high resistance. I was met with such low resistance to the downside and extreme high resistance to the upside. So even though I was in a trade here, let's say, I said to you guys, put stop loss at the swing low when we were trading. Here where we traded. I said put stop loss at the swing low, at the swing high. Let's swing high. It did not even come back to it. Swing high here. It did not even come back to it. It did not even come back. Look, every swing high was not even being taken. It could not take them. Look, it's failing because order flow is bearish. This is where you can trail easily. Just keep trading your stop loss infinitely, to be honest, until the major sell side, major external liquidity is taken. Look at this. You always wonder, like when you look in hindsight, oh, this high, if I just keep trailing, I would not got stopped out, right? But you just never, when you try it manually, you get something like this. High, low, then this high takes this one, and then this high takes that one and comes back down, this high, then this high takes that one and comes back down, right? Like, what the fuck? When I try it doesn't work, but when I look at the chart, it happens, right? This is because of the order flow. If the order flow is bearish, you're gonna get highs not being taken out. And literally today, we proved it. We proved it yesterday and proved it today in a huge trade, 100 points, guys. There's like really few people that can do 100 points. I can do 100 points, like, I can do more than 100 points, but not consistently. Like, if I put my mind to it, I can do it. But like, with the ease of mind today, I was just at work. I was just working. I took a trade. I did not even touch the chart. I did not check my other time frames. Oh, we're following a bullish structure. Oh, we just invested FVG. I didn't care. While it was like this, I didn't even care because I'm with the friend. I'm with the order flow. If trend is your friend, order flow is your mother or your father. Like, it is extremely stronger than the trend. Okay. Any questions so far, guys? We were gonna check the 4 hour, right? So yeah, new 4 hour candle open, boom, there you go. We got 4 hour FEG. So the order flow, is it still bearish or bullish? Well, daily, let's have a look. Bearish, 4 hour, bearish, 1 hour, no order flow. You can see the indicators there. 50-minute, no order flow. 5-minute, oh, we might be forming a 5-minute order flow. But if this candle closes here, we're going to get from a narrative FVG on the 5-minute and the order flow on the 5-minute. So in the lower time, it's going to be bullish. That can be a small, that can be like a start of the reversal. But really, if the daily 4 hour, 1 hour, and the 50-minute and the 1 hour are bearish, and there you go, you see? There you go. It's the breakaway gap. We don't expect it to even touch it. We don't even expect this to touch this, right? But it can, and it should, because the high time frames are bullish. I would not be looking to long this. You're going to be like, oh, we swapped these lows, accumulation, manipulation, we formed an FVG. I'm going to go long here, right? And I have a really nice discounted area, and it's an OTE, right? If I check this, it's literally OTE. Oops, I drew it in the opposite way around. It's opposite way around, right? So, OTE, perfect entry, right? If I can even decrease it a little bit to this FVG, perfect entry. Look, it touched it. It filled the FVG. This is a breakaway gap. It should not even touch it. It should leave it open. So there you go. You fill that trade. You're going to be like, oh, I have the best perfect A+++ entry. Look, what happened to the market? You see? You see? You see? This is a perfect long, guys. If the high time frame were bullish. But it's not. It touched 0.79. There you go. Okay? So you can see here it says bullish IRL reacting, but nothing supporting it. Nothing supporting it. It can go up, can hit your TP. It can come back a little bit up and go back down. It can go crack through it like as it just did. This is a very high quality setup. That's why it's not dumping really fast. But from where, and plus we have all these levels here, guys, we're talking about. So we have NWAG. We got 930. So basically we're around, we're in. So we're around this area, right? You can see that we're around this area. This here, we got NDOG. There you go, there you go, there you go. You see, guys? You see in fucking real time, guys. There's not a single person on YouTube that can tell you with this confidence this. I'm not a good trader. It's just we form indicators which are crucial to trading. I cannot trade. I've been trading since 2017. And I cannot trade without these on. I cannot trade without my sweep strategies indicator on. I'm now addicted to this order flow, to be honest with you. But you see, any person who thinks they're good at ICT they would have took that trade. It was an OTE. It was on a discount. It was a FEG. It was after taking liquidity, so accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and after taking major sell side as well. If you check the 15-minute, there's that 15-minute FEG and the hourly FEG and the 4 hour. Wick midpoint. That was a perfect long. That was a perfect long. If this was me before I made this indicator 2 days ago, I would have took that trade with full size and I'll blew that account and be like, what the fuck happened wrong? Do you guys see that? Right in the chat. I want you guys to see right in the chat. You see? Please don't tell me you took that trade. I am not telling you to take that trade. I'm proving to you guys that this perfect long is gonna fail, and it failed just like that. Why? Because the 4 hour daily and the 1 hour are bullish. Now turn that indicator off and try to find order flow. This is how we define. This is what we do though. Look. 1 hour bullish FVG. Oh, we're bullish. 1 hour bearish FVG. We just respected that, so we're bearish, but we respected this one as well, so we're bullish. Okay, let me check a different time frame because I'm a smart guy. I'll check the 4 hour. Oh, we got a bearish 4 hour FVG. So we're bearish. Oh, we got a whole huge ass bullish 1 hour FVG against this tiny FVG. So are we bullish or are we bearish? Let me check the daily. The daily, we don't have anything. We have maybe a bullish FVG we're forming, right? You check that weekly. The weekly, we got a weekly bullish FVG, guys. Woo! Right? So what are you looking for? You see, this distracts you, guys. This is how your chart looks when you go on the 3 minute, on the 5 minute, and try to find your executions. That's how it will look like. Of course, not gonna draw for him because I have it removed, the high time frame FVGs on the low time frame. But this is how it's gonna look for you. Like, what do you do? It confuses you. But when you turn our indicator on, guys, it fixes your issues. People would people who trade with indicators, with using signals like buy shorts, those people don't success. We use them as automatic drawing tools. Okay, it helps make our life easier, right? If I want to go to work, I'll take the taxi because it's easier, more convenient. Or I can take the bus, then the metro, and then walk. That also takes me to my destination, but it just makes it hard. If you have the ability, if you have the opportunity and the ability and the capability to take a taxi, then why not, right? If you have the money for it. So in the trading, if you have an indicator that can show you to, I don't know, I might release it for free as well, because it's really, 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 really important. Look, and on the low time frame, it does it to you without distracting you. Look, 4-hour FEGs, and we also made it like move it about 2 candles to the right. So if you go down here on the indicator settings, you'll see that we have like shift current time frame for FG2 box to the left or the right. So it just doesn't hurt your eyes, right? So there you go, guys. There you go. Proof that you didn't need to take that long. That would have failed you. I had so many people today ask me. I think 2 people today DM'd and said, "Hey Luke, how are your life status on Triple? Like, I keep blowing accounts." I told them just find your strategy, and then work on it. And once you're good with it, try to find ways to improve it. And we have a perfect sweep strategy, right? Let me show you guys. We have a perfect sweep strategy like this, but sometimes we get that trade which goes well and then it just reverses, right? Why? I want to know why. Sometimes we get hit drop like this, Asia swept previous session high, and it never came back down. It's single direction down, dude. Single direction down. But then you have a trade like this where it will give you like, I don't know, 20 points, and then it would flush against you. Why? Right? Here you have Nuke AM, sweep, charge, and boom, dump. Then you got Nuke AM, sweep, charge, and then boom, huge to all-time highs. But then you have days where you have, again, like this. Or like London swept previous session low, gave a charge, you should be longing, right? It's not, it's just going in a single line as if it's like slowly marching down the street. I wanted to know why, and it's just order flow, guys. You're trying to go long against a bearish house, a full house. Every time frame is bearish. And the ones that are not bearish are neutral. So it's not like we have bearish levels, time frames and bullish time frames contradicting each other. No, it's bearish and nothing to stop that bearishness. The others were like, okay, here you go. You want to be bearish? Go ahead. I'm not going to interact with you. So why would you go long? And I was holding that long. That's the same long, by the way. If I go on the 15-minute, 1 hour. That's the same long right there. It's still going. It's still going, guys. If it's still fucking going. Where's that 1 hour FEG? This is 1 hour FEG we shortest from. Here's our entry, guys. Here's our entry. Day, high of day. I don't know if you can say. 160 points. I wanted to hold longer, but I'm a person who goes for 10, 15, 20 points. Today I went for 120 points. So that's like 10x my normal day. I don't want to go more. I didn't even want 100. I just kept one micro to see if it works or not. And that's how you can make money, guys, with small size. So is this useful? Did you guys find this useful? Like, is it helping you? Are we still streaming? I think we are. Do you guys have any questions? Please let me know. It's still bearish, so you just wait. Look, we have on the 5 minute, for example, or the 3 minute. You got swing high, swing low. If we have the indicator on for like 3 minute, you can change this for like 3 minute. It will show you that this, for example, let's change the 5 minute to like 3 minute. You'll see that this is now 3 minute bearish FEG with multiple lows broken. So this is important level, and it's a BPR. So if you want to be using your extra magic, this is a bearish BPR. You tap here and you go short like this, and try to catch a small point, a small trade, for example, right? Internal range to external range, like this, something like this. Okay, don't take this trade, but something like this. Okay, if you still want to be participating, that's how you can participate. It tells you can find yourself entries. You can find yourself. Since you're on the order flow, you know that you have the big institutions or the big stuff behind your back. You can find your small entries and try to capitulate on some little profit. You know, even if it doesn't work out. It won't make you stressed. I can take the stress and I wouldn't care if I take the loss because I'm going with the order flow and I'm entering where the narrative effigy is and I'm targeting an ERL. Just to finding this low takes at least 10 different codes, 10 different factors, 10 different confluences for me to decide this is the low I'm going to take or a different low. That low or this low. 10. So these lows are very important. These highs and lows, that line, that draw is very important. So you see, you're already in profit. Here you can go straight to break even, for example. Boom. And we're talking about 50 points. You're already up 37 points. Almost 40 points, guys. Instantly. Wake, boom, you're already in profit. Because order flow is bearish. When you tap into this effigy, it drops. When you go long, you could even take a high out. But on the dump, you took all these effigies, bullish effigies, all that bullish candles, momentum, and you ended up the next candle taking out the low. Right? Do you guys see how fucking strong this shit is? Yeah, Dave, bro, it's amazing. I'm not trying to sell you guys shit. I'm shocked. Look. And you can just target the midpoint this week. Here, I just gave you guys a free trade. Free fucking trade. If it closes below the midpoint of this wick, it can probably go to the low. But don't be pushing your luck. When you're late to the game, don't try to be targeting lows and highs. Try to target something in between. So if you're shorting here, target this midpoint of this FVG. If you short after the FVG, try to target the midpoint of this wick. But essentially, this can go like this, and it can keep on continuing. Why? Because there's nothing stopping it. It might be going for that low. Maybe going for that FVG. Maybe that portion of that FVG and this FVG, just be put right there. Maybe this order block, maybe this thing. I don't care. I have my target already, which is that low, for example. Okay? The order flow is bearish, so it can keep on going. And you see these days where it just keeps on going. Like, hey, dude, we have bullish stuff here. Why is it not even retracing? That's why, guys. That's why. Let's do it like this. How did you come up to this? I watch. I learn. I keep learning. Like when you guys on Saturdays and Sundays enjoying your stuff out, I go to the shisha cafe. I put my shisha out. I watch people. I watch other traders. I see what their stuff. I see what people, because most of us have the same issues. We're all looking for stuff that can help us with bias. Whenever I gave up the idea of bias because I'm looking at sessions. I only trade sessions. I don't need to know what's going to do for the next week. I just need to know what this is going to do in this session. If London swept Asia low, I'm going to be looking for bullishness, right? We figured that out. Then we check for CRT. They're talking about the new hype is CRT. I hate CRT. We check that shit out. It's good, but it's not that consistent. It gives you a boost, all right? A confidence boost, but it just makes it harder for me because I'm waiting for multiple confluences, right? I don't need confluences for me to get in a trade. I just need to know, am I how I knew this is I started investigating because like I said earlier, guys, like I said, Dave, earlier, I took a trades, for example, the sweep strategy, like a trade here, and it just never seen the light of day again. It just keeps running. Look, single line down. But then I take a trade like this, where London swept premium session low, good amount of liquidity, it displaced from the FVG, from the breaker block, took a swing high out from the Jade block, retraced OTE, and it still failed. It still continued down. And down. Next charge, down. Next charge, down. Next charge, down. Why? Why? You check the high time frame. You check the high time. You think maybe something on the high time frame being a magnet, right? You check the daily, and you see that the daily swept all the lows here. It doesn't need to be retracing. Then you're like, okay, maybe on the 4 hour. You check the 4 hour and you'll be like, we got a 4 hour bullish FVG. We should be good. Why are we dumping against it? Okay, fuck it. Maybe that FVG is in from this low to this high, it's in the upper portion. So maybe this FVG is actually a discount. You try to persuade yourself, right? It's in the premium. So premium bullish discounted PD areas in a premium will not work. Okay, you try to outsmart yourself. Okay. But then it keeps on going. The equilibrium is still going. Then you'd be like, okay, we have midpoint of wick. Huge fucking wick. Huge fucking wick. Even a 1 minute, a 15-second wick, I can make a whole ass trade out of it. A 4-hour midpoint, and it just keeps going through it. What's going on, right? You start to ask yourself, and the inversion here, it's going cracking through it. There's something, has to be something, right? Because if it's drawing to something, to the midpoint of this wick, or like this FEG, like this hourly FEG here, it should just show some resistance, like some movement. When it come here, it should at least like a wick back up, take a high out. It didn't. It just hold and continue going down, as if this hourly FEG doesn't exist. So there must be something, right? And ICT always says trend, bias, order flow, drawn liquidity. But it's always different. Like when you try it, like I just showed you now, bullish FEG, 4 hours bearish, weekly is neutral, monthly is bullish, daily is negative. What do I do? Do I long, do I short, do I just stand still? Well, the best thing is to do is stand still. But if you do it like this, you would stay stand still all your life. Look how it's dumping through all these levels, guys. See? There we go. TP hit, guys. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Easy, guys. I just showed you guys another trade. Did I need to trade? Do I need to FOMO in and not? Did I have to click that button for you guys? You guys know me. I click buttons more than I talk. Did I need to click that buttons? I had confidence in this, because if I failed it, I'm not to blame. Everything, the order flow is bearish. I entered in a very good place and a narrative FEG. And it's also in, like, if you check everything, it's around the discounted, in the premium. I had a clear target. Order flow is bearish. We're going down. We invest in a bullish FEG. We invest this BPR right here. Like, you see this BPR? We need to be this BPR. So everything is lining up, right? The only thing you guys were missing is the order flow. Now the order flow is on your favor. You're not gonna see price struggle. Look on the logs. Look, pumps, dies out. Literally dies out. Pumps. Oh, let's go. We fucking gonna run. Dies out. Oh, fucking let's go. We're gonna ride out. Down. Dies out. Boom. One candle. He takes all these out. Then pumps again. Oh, fine. That was just a liquidity sweep. And then boom, comes back down twice as fast as the short, right? When you're on the order flow, the price will be not just efficient, it'll be faster for you guys. It'll be faster. You'll be just mentally safe. So please use this indicator, guys, because I might remove it So use it, enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy it. Use it, guys. Use it. Make some money at least. Your screen is mirroring, so it's your own baby. This is good stuff. Thanks, on brother. Haven't seen you in ages. Yeah, there, brother. Your screen is mirroring. Ah, yeah, it's mirroring because when I'm on Discord, right? But when I'm on TradingView, it's not mirroring, right, Kineto? Can you put your mic on?
No, it's still mirroring on Discord, mate.
What about now?
Yeah, now it's good.
Yeah. On Discord, it's mirroring because it's a screen. Like if I turn this preview, I don't know how to turn the preview off. But yeah, it's fine.
I have to look at like 12 Lukes at the same time. Thanks for that.
I'm looking at this text. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm reading your comments, right? All right, if I do this, what about now? This is good, right?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, look, we just gave a free trade, guys. You see? Boom, instantly. You didn't think, is this gonna trade? Oh, am I late to the party? Oh, speed dumping all day. Am I gonna get stopped out? Who cares? Take that trade, guys. Look, 0 drawdown. Boom, instant. How much? 200 ticks. 51 points, guys. It took me all day to make 100 points. It took you literally 10 seconds to make 51 points. And you late to the game. So if we shorted here, guys.
Is this indicator on WAP, Luke? Where do you get it?
It's on what? Yeah, everything. Everybody who's with the Shisha gang can access the indicator. I uploaded it today.
Good stuff.
I don't know who's speaking, but yeah, thanks, brother.
It's Lebanese.
Hi, Lebanese. I was gonna text you today. I haven't seen you in ages. Are you doing okay?
I'm doing fine, dude. I've been working a lot. That's why I haven't been around.
Oh, okay, bro. I haven't seen you in a while. I was gonna text you today morning, I swear, but then I had to.
Well, that's nice. Yeah, no, I've still been like keeping in the background. I just haven't been active. I have a lot going on.
Yeah. All right, good to see you back though, bro. Hope everything's fine. Yeah. So, any questions, guys? You guys can see how mind-blowing this is, but this is not magic, guys. We just unlock something. We know what we're looking for. We know how to find this stuff, right? But it's just we made it easier, guys. It just so much easier. If you know the order, knowing order flow is more important than the bias, guys. Right now, the bias is probably to come back, maybe take out a high, retrace to like a 1 minute FPG, 15-minute FPG, maybe to OTE. That's your bias. But it's against the order flow. If it's not with the same the order flow, you're gonna, if you try to long this, you're gonna probably have a hard time going up. So if the bias, if you know the order flow, who cares about the bias? The bias can be this low, it can be that low in at the bottom of Narnia, right? Doesn't matter. At least you're not gonna get high resistance. Anybody to that trade? Can I not make this like the box, this full screen? Yeah, so any questions, guys? Did you guys enjoy today's trading? Everything makes sense? You guys now know you can use any strategy with this, by the way. You don't need to necessarily use a sweep strategy. You just need to know the order flow and then find yourself any of the given entries or your own entries. Up to you. Entry is not important. If you miss out, you can check in the PM session. Did we come back to a 4 hour? We'll get alerted. Did we form a new 1 hour? Maybe we pumping, dumping, we form a low here, then we dump again, form an FVG, and that would be your next trade, right? Let's say we form, this candle forms an FVG, and the next candle, like in the next 2 hours, we form another FVG, for example, then you'll be like, okay, and the price is somewhere around here. Let's say the price is here. You wait for a retracement, and it will tell you the IRL. Let's say it did this. You enter here, stop loss, for example, at the swing, whatever the swing is that you formed, the order flow leg, and you target that low or this low, whatever the case. Or let's say we immediately get bought back up, form a bullish FVG. There's a bearish candle, a bullish candle, then another candle forming a bullish FVG, and then a swing. Then that means the hourly is now bullish, but the 4 hour and the daily is still bearish. That makes me think, I'll finally take the trade. On the low time frame, I need a confirmation with like a 3 minute, 5 minute, and I'll take a small size, knowing that the higher time frames are bearish. But if that 1 hour happens and then the 4 hour becomes bullish as well, like it did today. Today everything was bullish, right? It was 4 hour was bullish, and the 1 hour was bullish, right? Then what happened? The 4 hour got. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt you, man, but I know it usually doesn't happen that often, but NQ just got prints like ES, which is it's weird. Just in case, I know you're short, so just keep an eye on it.
Oh, I'm not short anymore, bro. We took our shorts. We've done everything. But what did you say about NQ? It's still dumping?
Yeah. But they came with the prints right here at this spot, which you kind of know why. But...
yeah, you have one of your levels there, brother. Yeah, we still the order flow is still bearish right now. That's what I'm trying to say, brother.
Yeah.
The order flow is still bearish, and until that order flow turns bullish, I either not trade or I'll take a short. So basically, we took that huge trade here. Then we had another opportunity, and here's that opportunity we took here with you guys on the live, and that's it. It's still bearish. Look, bullish Chosh, I did not take that. Why? Even though it swept London low, Chosh, it came back down because the order flow is bearish. Until that changes, and that changes very fast, guys. Don't think it's gonna take you days or hours. Like I was saying earlier, in the morning, there was a bullish FVG, narrative FVG, and there was a 4 hour bullish one as well, right there, same place. And then one candle later, we formed an hour in FVG, and then another hour or so later, we formed a 4 hour FVG. So now the hourly is bearish, the 4 hours bearish, and the daily is bearish. Not just an hourly and the daily was bearish. It was hourly, 4 hour, daily. They go in together. And the more you get, the more you can hold to your trade and be like, okay, I can hold this till all day. We literally shorted this, guys. We shorted this 6 697, I think. 697. It's the execution is in the private channel. You guys can all see it. It's open till today for everybody. You can check it. 987, I think. That's if I'm not content. Or was 87. I think it was like this. And look, we're already up 160 points. We took off everything at 112 points, I think. Midpoint of that wick. That FEG. 110 points, guys. 112 points. And it's still going. It went another 50 points. We took this trade for 51 points with you guys. It took seconds. So, don't think it's going to take forever. And it's fine, guys. It gives you yeah, exactly, Dave. It gives you huge confidence, bro. It gives you huge confidence. And how is the sweep strategy lining up with the flow? The sweep strategy lining up. Sweep strategy has been killing it every day as usual, guys. Look, this is yesterday. We got one trade here. I think it hit TP. The bot. Let's have a look. Oh, yesterday is Monday. That's why. Mondays it doesn't trade. We had one win here, one win here, one win here, and one loss here, one loss here, and a huge win here, and a huge win here. So you can see, it gives you the sweep strategy. Give you the biggest trades. Okay, it gives you the biggest trades. But sometimes, like I said, the whole reason of this order flow, finding it, as you guys asked, like, how did you find this, or like, we're investigating, checking other people, how they're doing it, like, what are they doing? They probably have the same issues as us. Sometimes you get a trade like a sweep, chosh, and then boom, never see the light of day again. Sweep, one tick, and boom, reverse fully, never seen the light of day again. But then you see days where it just consolidates or like slowly drops, or like today, all these trades, all of them failed. It's literally a trend. Someone will say trend, but that's not a trend, it's an order flow. We found that the order flow is bearish, and because of the order flow is bearish, we formed a trend. We didn't need to wait for a trend to see this, to say, oh, we're bearish, guys, let's keep trading shorts. We identified the order flow to be bearish, so we expect a trend. So I'm not looking for longs. I turned off the bot today, fully I turned off the bot, and I took one single short, and I wanted to test, is this really the breakthrough that we've been waiting for, order flow? Like when you sweep, chosh, failed, sweep, chosh, failed, sweep, chosh, failed. I mean, come on, at least one trade. Sweep, chosh, failed, like, damn. Because of the order flow. Order flow is bearish. If the order flow is bearish, guys, nothing is going to save you on the longs. Look, it keeps on going. Have a meeting, but yeah, you're welcome, brother. Take care. Kineto. But like, if you check anything, all the other days, it's great. Okay.
Sorry.
Look, sweep. Look, London swept premium session high and it dropped. Never see the light of day again. If we check the order flow there, we'll see that there's a very bearish order flow. And if I had a sweep strategy, if I knew this like back then, or twin, after me. If I knew this a few days ago, like when, but I think on this weekend we did it. But London swept premium session high. Chosh, if I enter the trade and I see that the order flow is bearish, I would have held this, held. Look, not a single high got taken out. It's like today. I did not even need to trail because I felt that none of these highs are going to be taken out. Until, of course, market open happens and it just does a stupid ass manipulation. But we already have our TP way long, earlier than that. If you just keep trading heavily, like nicely, slowly, you would have excellently caught that trade, and we did. So we're not just saying, oh, we could have did this in hindsight, or we could have did this in the past, in the future, or like we could have did this, coulda, woulda, shoulda. No, we did it. We executed. We did it correctly, and it was not just me on the background. And then we shared it in the private chat. Everything we followed it through, and we managed to get bank out of it, right? Look, and it's still going. The order flow is bearish. Everything here is bullish. It's still going bearish because the order flow is bearish. The only thing bullish right now is the monthly. But it's very far away from everything, so we can ignore it. Weekly has no order flow. Not opposing anything. Daily is bearish. 4 hours bearish. 1 hour is bearish. 50-minute is bearish. Well, 50-minute is... it's neutral. There's no FEG on it yet. 5-minute, swing high, swing low, no FVG, swing high, we're forming a swing low, maybe forming FVG, it can become, the order flow on that low time frame become bearish as well. But right now it's neutral. 1 hour, 4 hour, and a daily are the only things that bearish right now. Found a master. No, this is, it's not master algebra. It's nothing magic, like I said. It's been there all the time. It's just, it was hard to do it, guys. It was hard to do it. It was just too confusing, right? Like, I haven't checked anything above the 5 minute in like 4 years. Since 2022, I've never checked any time frame above the 5 minute. Never. Until like the past few weeks, few months, I started checking the high time frame with you guys. And since we started these London trades, and then now I just wanted to automate that shit. What is IRL in real life? Yeah, bro. IRL in real life. IRL is internal range liquidity. Okay, so let me just show you guys. IRL. FEG. ERL. Low, swing low, swing high, or swing low. Okay, so internal range, external range. Internal range is FVG. This FVG is internal range. External range is this high and this low. So if this FVG here with a swing high and swing low, this high, this blue, this white line is external. This white line is external. Okay. All right, guys. Any questions, Pigeons? Anything you want to add?
No, thank you, man. Appreciate it, bro. It's very good, actually.
Yeah,
I'm gonna test it later on when you.
Yeah, DM me your trading view, Pigeons, so I can throw it your way.
It's the same that you just said right now, P-Jones.
Okay, that makes sense. I'll add it in a sec. Over the stream.
Just no rush. I'm gonna test it over the night.
Yeah, please, bro. Find something with it. With your levels as well. So, any questions, guys, before I end this? No? All right. Thanks, guys, for joining, and I'll see you guys. We're gonna do a giveaway.
Thank you, Luke.
You're
very
welcome.
nice, man.
Maybe I'll check your names and I'll put like a link so you can take a giveaway. Or worst case scenario, we'll do 2 giveaways tomorrow. You're welcome, guys. Take care. Peace.
Thanks, Luke.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.